I'll get into my personal experience that happened with Wag and why I am no longer working for that company. So I started walking for promotion. Sometimes they do have these promotions where like you put your code in, you refer someone, and I don't know, somehow I think I have these cards in here actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah. So like you have a code, you have your promo code. Oh, can't tell, but because of the light. Oh, there it is. This is the promo code. It's $20 off for the client, and they put in the promo code, and you get some sort of bonus through that. I don't even know how much was the bonus because I never did that. Not this specific promotional code. Submitted, I started seeing like you know, with your code you could give an owner $50 free of like I guess of walks, and then you would get a bonus of $150. So I mean, So I had the opportunity to refer somebody, and I don't know why I was really nervous about this. I was like, what if it's a scam? What if it's not for real? And yeah, I don't know. I was thinking all these things. So, but I was like, you know, I don't think it could be a scam because it's a company, and why would they do that, you know? Sorry, the sun is really beaming right now. But anywho, I was like, you know what if it's not for real? But then I was like, well, what's the harm in trying? You know, I know somebody that I could refer. They could use my promotional code, and yada yada yada. So, the client has three dogs, and has three dogs, and I'm trying to think about how everything came off. Okay, so she used up all her free walks, I guess, and so whoever referred her gets the bonus if she pays her first walk or whatever. So as long as she pays one walk, that's what it says, the person, and I'll try to include a pic of it so it makes all sense. Once the person walks or pays for the walk, you get your bonus, apparently. I don't know. And I even emailed Wag because I was like, I emailed them once because, or no, I think the owner did. I'm trying to think. I think I emailed Wag, and the owner also emailed Wag because there wasn't anywhere to put your promotional code in when they were signing up, which was kind of like a red flag. But then I was like, maybe we missed it. Like maybe it wasn't there. And so the owner ended up calling, and then they had to put in my promotional code. But when you first sign up, it's not there because I tried to do it like on my own, and there is no option there. Like there's nowhere where to put your promotional code, which I'm like, why would that happen? Why would you do that? If you have a promotion going on, wouldn't you put code? Like if you know somebody with a code, put the code in. Like even for these like little card things, like these things that I just showed you were the $20 ones. I'm like, So anyways, then I also called Wag and I emailed them about that, and in the email, and I'm gonna try, because I'm really bad at editing, but I'm gonna try to put in the email, you know, congratulations or blah 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 with a bonus of $150. So then I was just like, okay, no biggie. Then, like, literally the next day, I get an email saying, like, from Wag Finance. This is the other problem with Wag. That, okay, besides the whole point where there's no option for the owner to put in your promotional code. Wag has, other than the fact that you know who you're talking to through the customer hotline, through the Wag customer hotline or help hotline, whatever it's called, which they have no idea what's going on part of the time. From that point to the upper hand, like finance, you don't know who you're talking to. It says like Wag Finance. That's all it says. And I was asking for a name. I was asking for like a number where I can speak to somebody. Nothing. So I get this email where it was like from Wag Finance. It literally said Wag Finance. It says basically that they're suspicious of fraud on my part and that I have breached my contract. And I was like, what? So I immediately called. Like I said, the hotline had no idea what I was talking about. I asked again for a name and number. They didn't give it to me. They just gave me an email, which was with the Wag Finance, where I can answer to. So in that email, I basically said, you know, I wish there were a person and someone to tell me what is the reasons, but besides just telling me, oh, you breached your contract, it's a fraud, and vice versa. Because if you were working for any other company, they would tell you what the heck you did wrong, not just like fraud and then withholding my money. So that's the other problem. They withheld the bonus and they withheld the walks, the last walk that I did with this owner. Okay. Then, like 5 days later, I get an email saying what they were suspicious of. So basically, they were suspicious that I was walking my own dog, which, for one, I'm not allowed to keep a dog in my apartment. That's one. I just have a cat. Two, I was like, because they asked for some sort of evidence of residency, where I'm like, oh yeah, I can give you the evidence of residency. Like, that's not my home, and that's not my dog. And so I sent them a copy of my lease, and I was just like, this is ridiculous. Obviously, I feel like it's how does it say, like an invasion of my privacy that I have to send you my lease, you know what I'm saying? And just proof that, like, I even sent them a proof of like all my rent history, just so they don't say like, oh, it's not recent or whatever. No, it's recent, that's where I live. Anyways, then remember those report cards that I told you guys that you put, you know, a picture of the pet with a bandana and you wearing the shirt and everything. Okay, remember that this client has 3 dogs. 3 dogs. Okay. So they send me an email saying like, okay, it all looks good. And then they tell me, oh, but because we were suspicious of fraud. After I already sent them my lease, we were suspicious of fraud. We will be looking at your account, basically religiously. Like, they'll be keeping an eye, like, because if I were to do something wrong. And I was just like, I'm not doing anything wrong. You can look at anything else. If anything, you guys don't know how to treat your employees. Literally. Okay, after that, 2 minutes later, not even like 5 minutes, 2 minutes later, I get an email saying that I'm not eligible for the bonus. After they told me that everything looks good, that I am eligible, and that they're going to put the money in and blah, 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 they said, you're not eligible anymore because of the report cards, because of some pictures, because of some damn pictures. I wasn't eligible for the bonus. And like on the contract, and they always put it on the report card, like, you know, like wear your bandana and the shirt and everything. And I'm gonna try, like I said, I'm gonna try to include everything. I'm not the best editor, but I'm gonna try. So after that, I was like, over what pictures, you know, like what are you guys talking about? So they sent me like a part of the contract where it says like we can withhold your, you know, earnings if some things look, they always use the word fraud in terms of the shirt and the bandana, which, like I said, the client has 3 dogs. So I think I was able to take pictures of 2 of the dogs on this occasion, and they were wearing the bandana and I was wearing my shirt. And so on 2 occasions of that happening, so I took a picture of one dog and then I took a picture of the other dog, along with the report card. And then they say that, oh, you have pictures of 2 different dogs. We are suspicious of you taking a picture of another dog from another owner, and that it's a repeated picture. And I'm like, what? First of all, this is the owner's dog. Like, how on earth would I be able to do that? And I was just like, these are the 3 dogs that are listed under this client, okay? One is this dog and the other is this dog. On one day, on one walk, after one walk, I took a picture with this dog, and then on the other walk, I took a picture with the other dog. What's the problem? And they were basically like, yeah, no. They're not taking it. They don't want to give the bonus. I think that's what it is. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's just some way to bring people on so we can make them more money, in all honesty. It's a scam. And I think after I had listed all 3 dogs, they were basically saying that one picture looked too similar to the other picture, and that I used the same picture, and yeah, I'm not eligible for the bonus. So at one point it was because I was walking my own dog at my own residency. After I sent them my lease, they're picking on some pictures where they're like, oh, you were using another client's dog. And then when I show them, no, these are all the dogs listed under this client, they're telling me other reasons as well. They were picking on everything. They're total frauds. It's a total scam. I would not, if I were you, and if you're thinking about doing WAG, I mean, obviously you have the freedom to do whatever you want, but I wouldn't pay a $25 fee to work for this company. You know, you're putting yourself in dangers in many situations, like I said, because you're not that something that says WAG Finance. I would save my bucks. I would save my gas on going to different people's houses. I would protect my sanity. I would protect myself, because like I said, like you're not insured at all by them, so, or protected by them at all. So that's my scoop on WAG. WAG, you're a scam. You're a scam. And someday, you know, I hope everybody's gonna know.